This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2006 Ford F350 Crew Cab, dual rear wheel. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's a Lariat, which is leather, and it's the FX4 off-road suspension package. This truck has 169,678 miles. It is a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Portland, Oregon. It is on a clear title. We brought it here, we do an inspection. My guys hand me this 6.0 4x4 Lariat Crew Cab dual rear wheel sweet truck. When we got it in, it was obvious that the oil cooler was shot. When you have an oil cooler that's leaky like that, the best thing you can do is change the oil cooler, give it a brand new Ford oil cooler, and then bulletproof it. While you're there, you might as well. All right, so this thing's got the bulletproof package, which includes bulletproof EGR cooler, new FICM board, fuel injection control module board, new Ford oil cooler, new IPR, new coolant reservoir, new oil and filter. What else did we do to it? We repaired the tear in the driver's seat. The thieves broke the door cylinder, the ignition and door handle, so we replaced those. Driver rear window regulator and motor in that door is replaced. We put a new louvered tailgate on it. The old one was kind of bratty. 2 new batteries. The parking sensors are in-op. We never fix those because once you start down the parking sensor rabbit hole, you'll spend thousands and they still won't work. It's amazing. They're like tire sensors. Just don't even bother. 2 new batteries. Also, this truck has no catalytic converter. If you're a diesel guy, you know why. Obviously, it adds performance. If you need a cat, let us know at the time of purchase. We'll add $450 to it. We'll take it to Leon's Exhaust. He charges us $375 for a cat and $75 to put it on. So that's why we come up with $450. If you're an Arizona buyer, we will add $450 to the deal because it's mandatory to have a cat. Okay? So just let us know at the time of purchase if you're out of state. If you're Arizona, we are adding $450. All right? Let's see. I'm going to walk around this truck. I will point at anything I see cosmetically. We do have a photo gallery with 60 to 80 HD pictures on this truck. In that photo gallery, you'll be able to zoom in on any part of the truck that you want to using the little magnifying glass icon. Looks like somebody had like little screws or something mounted on each side here, like maybe lights or something, and then pulled them out and then touched it up. Anyway, if you want to zoom in on something, you can. Cosmetics should never be a mystery because you can literally put, you know, that magnifying glass icon over any spot in any photo and zoom in. And it's absolutely like you're standing 1 inch from the truck. So if that matters to you, cosmetics really in detail matter to you, you have the tools to check it out. Okay, so we encourage you to do that. I'm going to walk around this thing. Point of these videos is really not to sell the truck. It's to make sure that the right person buys it and we're drama free. Most of our vehicles, probably 60 to 70%, will be paid for by wire and ship out of state. And once it's in Minnesota, it's there, or Nebraska or Colorado. We've had them go to Tortola in the Caribbean. We've had them go to Europe. Once they're there, they're there. So they got to be as advertised or we're going to have a lot of drama. So we make sure that whatever we know about this thing, especially the bad, you are going to know. Okay? This is one of those situations where making things look better than they are is not the way to go. Okay? So if there's something wrong, we will tell you about it. This is the new louvered tailgate. It had one, but it was pretty beat up, so we bought a new one. I will be going under the hood in a second. I'll fire it up. We'll go under the hood. We'll take the oil cap off, look for blow-by. Walk around it. We'll try all the switches, everything in the truck. Once we're inside the truck, I'll also show you the Carfax, the Kelly Blue Book, and the title that we got from the insurance company. Everything that we know, you will know. Yikes. 169,682 miles. All right, let's go into the hood real quick. All right, new battery here, obviously a new coolant bottle. There's a Ford stamp there, so you know this is the original fender. Ford stamp on the core support. Aftermarket airbox. Cat sticker where it belongs. Ford stamp here. Ford stamp here. Ford stamp here. All the Ford stamps in the front end are where they're supposed to be. Nothing's been replaced. Look at that. Zero blow-by. Zero blow-by. You've got a bulletproof EGR cooler, new Ford oil cooler, new IPR, new Ficum, Rotella oil and filter. This thing's good to go. New coolant. It's part of that. All right, let's go through this real quick. Here's the Kelley Blue Book for an F350 in 06 Lariat crew cab, 169,000 miles. Typical listing price would be $16,281 with a range of $13,200 to $17,300. $16,200 does not take into account that it's been bulletproofed. They don't have that box to check in the Kelley Blue Book. That would add several thousand to that. Here's the Carfax. Basically what Carfax does now is they blend the Kelley Blue Book and the history of the vehicle, and they come up with a price. Also $15,740 is what they say is the Carfax history-based retail value of this truck, but the value does not take into account the bulletproof package worth at least $4K. If you go to get a retail price on the bulletproof that we did, it's going to be well past $4 grand. $4 grand is the minimum they'll charge you for that. Here's the VIN. No accidents reported. The damage reported was clearly the ignition and door handle and stuff. 8/28/19 is when we did this Carfax, which is today. So he was born in Canada. And then in 2015, it made its way to Washington State. Okay. Stolen 5/22/19 and recovered 7/10/19. Okay. Obviously, then they report the damage, which is the driver door handle once they recovered it, right? Here's the clear Washington State title. This is a clear Washington State title. There's the VIN. It was issued to the insurance company July 26th of 2019. That would be State Farm, and they signed it over to Wheel Kinetics. Okay. There you go. So that's all the paperwork on the vehicle. Seat back, seat forward, seat up, seat down, tilt forward, down, tilt up, down. All right. I always want to look at the bottom of the door frames. It's looking for rust. Really good there. So I would say at nighttime, it was an indoor truck. Window. Nice truck. It's a big boy too. And it's been given the antidote with the bulletproofing. Once you have a leaky oil cooler, it's almost, you have to tear everything apart anyway, so you might as well just do it. The bulletproof EGR cooler is easy to do once you got all that stuff out, so that's why we do it. Adds a lot of value to the vehicle and adds peace of mind. All right, there's a window there. Window, 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 door locks. Okay, mirror out, in, down, up, other side, out, in, up, down. Got some power pedals, up and down. Seat forward, and back, and up, and down, tilt up, and down. So wheel works fine. Ugh. Oh, the air conditioning works great. It's freaking hot as, you know what? It is really hot. This last couple weeks here, 100-degree temperature killing us here in Tucson. There's your radio. Change station. Try it off the steering controls. Volume up and down with the steering controls. Change the station with the steering controls. Everything looks fine there. Moonroof. That's a nice sign. When they move quick like that, that is excellent. Means the person who owned this thing didn't have this open very often or very many times. There's your rear window glass. Let's see, let's try the temperature. There's the fan up and down from the steering. Temperature up and down from the steering. Let's try it. Manual controls, fan up and down, temperature up and down. That all works fine. Boom. Here we go there. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Let's do a systems check. Engine temp okay, transmission temp okay, oil pressure okay, brake fluid level okay, all doors closed, air filter okay. 221 miles to empty. System check complete. We got the tow. There, see that? Tow on and off. Has cruise control, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Put it in neutral. Put it into 4 low. Put it in drive. Get out of here before I don't want to knock the whole building down. So here's drive in 4 low. And then we'll go to reverse. So we got 4 low range right there. Reverse in 4 low. That's definitely 4 low. That'd be granny gear. All right, neutral. Now we're gonna go to 4 high. Low range goes away. Now we're in high. That's a little quicker. And that's reverse in 4 high. All right, now we're gonna go to 2-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive goes away. Now we're in 2-wheel drive. Let's go for a drive. If you come Tucson, drive it home. You will pay the following. You will pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city of 2.6%, and you'll pay a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're obligated to pay is agreed upon price. There's no tax, there's no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive full payment by wire, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you, we'll scan it in your online file, and we'll mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope, we mail it in. All right? You'll have the vehicle shipped to you almost every time. The title beats the truck there. So when the truck shows up by your shipper, you'll have the title from the mail already, and you'll go to motor vehicles and get plates. It's very simple. Deposit. Deposit is $500. Once we have your deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. Once we have a deposit, we'll put your name, your company's name, over in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, so that everyone, including you, will know it's sold. Very important to get that deposit in, especially on a nice bulletproof truck like this. These tend to go really quickly. Bulletproof is in the banner of the ad on the bulletproof trucks, and that tends to expedite their sale a lot. All right, so make sure you're ready to go if you're interested in this truck with a deposit. Last part of every video, I say the following. I've said it for 13 years. The last 2 or 3 minutes of any video you'll ever watch online, you'll hear me say the same thing. We don't have salesmen, so we don't have to pay them, so that's not part of the sales price. So you're saving money there. We don't have a game room and a lounge and a latte machine and bottled water with our name on it. That's at the Auto Mall, about 2 blocks that way. Okay, that's also in the price of every vehicle you buy over there. So you're paying for salesmen and lattes and game rooms. Also, they know that if something breaks on the vehicle they sell you, if they were to sell you this truck, you'll come back and want it fixed. All right, so they actually add money for that too. All that's figured in when they sell the vehicle, okay? We don't figure any of that stuff in. Either we don't have it or we're not gonna do it, okay? We're not going to fix your truck regardless of when it breaks, whether it breaks on day 1 or day 5,000, okay? Your truck is your truck on day 1. You've saved a bunch of money because we don't have all that crap, and we don't charge you for future repairs up front. We don't charge you for a salesman. We don't charge you for lattes and game rooms and all that crap, all right? So if something breaks, whether it's day 1 or day 5,000, you've saved a bunch of money already when you bought it. Use that money you saved to fix your truck, okay? If that doesn't work for you, we don't have anything for you, because that's the way we roll with every single vehicle in our inventory. You got to go buy something with a warranty, a little bumper-to-bumper warranty, and that can be done for, I don't know, this truck, Lariat package, brand new, 75 grand. And when you're done with your bumper-to-bumper in 3 years, you'll still owe 62,000. And then when you're that was your bumper to bumper, and then your powertrain's over in 5 years, and by 5 years you'll still owe 50 grand. And you'll be out of warranty and you'll owe 50 grand. So that's how it works in the real world. Whereas this truck you'll own, and you'll own it correctly, and you'll be able to afford repairs. Now, it's already been bulletproofed. It's bulletproof, new FICM, IPR cooler, Ford oil cooler, EGR cooler. I mean, take care of it. Change the oil and keep it out of a ditch, and you'll be fine. All right? Anyway, I think that's about it. I'm gonna go part this thing for my brother to take photos. Believe it or not, as sunny as it looks right now, we're supposed to have a monsoon tonight, which would be great. So we gotta get these photos taken before the monsoon hits. This sunny 4-wheel drive street, which by the way is the worst street in Tucson that we're going down. So if you're listening right now, for a dually 1-ton, it doesn't have any noise. I mean, usually they're rattle traps. This thing is tight. But yeah, it's supposed to rain pretty soon, and this water just goes rolling right down this hill, right through here. So we got to take this video and pictures before that happens. Another little added value you got right now is we're really full with vehicles. We've changed websites from our old website of 10 years. This month we just changed over. So, you know, the technological struggle has kind of slowed down our sales. I think our internet is finally